Brendan, the idea is to clear the smoke, lower the temperatures, and let firefighters see instead of crawling around on their hands and knees. And you're about to go inside a burning building to see how it could save your life. In just minutes, your home can become an inferno.
Some of the things that we used to do may not be exactly what works now. Some of the techniques we've been using for decades, but the fires we're fighting now are different.
Today's fires are hotter and more dangerous because of new synthetic materials inside homes.
It's pretty hot in there.
That's why one department is about to make a serious change with one simple tool. It's called positive pressure attack, or PPA.
In the past, we'd actually not ventilate the fire for fear of making it larger until we actually got to the seat of the fire, started putting water on the fire.
Green Township is training all their firefighters and neighboring departments in how it works, giving them a chance to see the dramatic results firsthand.
We introduce a large volume of cool air into a fire and exhaust all the hot byproducts out, which makes our job of attacking the fire easier.
It starts with an officer sizing up the building.
What he's determining there is if indeed positive pressure attack is the appropriate technique to use.
If it is, they'll start ventilating. On the inside, you can see the thick smoke when the front door opens. But in just seconds,
we're actually ventilating at the time we're making entry, and the building is much cooler, visibility is much better.
By the time firefighters make it to the fire, most of the smoke is gone, and the inside temperature is much lower, making it safer for everyone inside.
There's no known documentation that PPA, or positive pressure attack, has directly resulted in injuries or fatalities with any firefighters.
In October 2009, 2 Green Township firefighters were hurt battling this fire on Weston Ridge Drive. One fell through the floor. Both injuries were minor, but the fire caused extensive damage in a short period of time. Nye says the fire was a prime example of where PPA could work.
This is not something that just happens overnight. There has to be a long training process where everyone's fully engaged.
B.J. Yetter is president of the Hamilton County Fire Chiefs Association. He says it will take time for other departments to consider using PPA.
We're diligent to keep looking at something long enough to say, hey, is it going to work or is it going to work? So I think we're on a new horizon here. I think that we'll see more of this in the near future.
We're doing everything we can to make things safer, but also to potentially allow fire victims a higher chance of survival.
This book on PPA indicates there's a lot of scientific data backing up this technique, and it shows that it does not spread fires. But each fire is different, and so is the choice to use this method or not. Green Township is the only local fire department considering this technique at this time. They say they will start using PPA where it makes sense after the first of the year. Tanya?